Hello! Today I'm going to demonstrate how to import a PVsyst project into PlantPredict using our new PVsyst project file import utility that we just released. On the screen here you can see that I have a PVsyst yield report for a project called West Chocolate Solar. Now before you begin, you're going to want to check your zip file and make sure that you have all the necessary artifacts. I have a PAN file, a MET file, an OND file, a project file, and a VC file. Having all the artifacts is going to just make the import go a little smoother. Now going over here to PlantPredict, you're going to see that I am on a free trial. This access will be available to anybody that has a paid subscription or a free trial. So if you want to give this a try and you're not currently a subscriber, you can go to our subscription tab and request a free trial just by clicking the button. All right, come into my project library. I'm going to click Import Project, and then import PVsyst zip. I'm going to navigate to the zip file in my directory system and hit open. All right, it found the project. Before we go any further, I just want to compare a few things. So you're going to notice when I come down here that the West Chocolate project is at a latitude 33.31 and a longitude of negative 115.47. You can see we have that displayed right here. Next, I'm going to just check my weather file. So we can see that the PVsyst project has a media norm weather file. And then I'm going to check my inverter and my modules. So the inverter here is a SunGrow 3125 and a Trina 645. Now one thing to make note of is there's an alert telling me that there's a bifacial mismatch. So the module is bifacial capable, but PVsyst study did not enable bifacial simulation. So you're going to want to just pay attention to any alerts that are displayed on this screen before you import. Next, I'm going to hit Create Project. All right, I'm going to go into my simulation variant. Let's look at the weather file. There's the media norm weather file that was imported. Now let's go into our PV blocks and arrays. Okay, I want to make note, if we go back over here to our PVsyst report, we have two arrays, one array with 4 units and another array with 8 units. The first array has a 12.5 megawatt. The second array has 25 megawatts. So looking in here, this is the first array with repeated 4 times with a 12.5 megawatt AC. And then here's second array, repeated 8 times with a 25 megawatt AC. So everything is looking really solid. Next, we're going to have to go into our 3D scene. I want to run the 3D shade scene for this project. So looking back here, notice that the near shadings are set up with linear shadings. So I'm going to set my direct shading to linear and hit Q3D calculation. While this is running, I just want to point out a few things. So if you notice, the PV surface area here is 236,120. If I come back over here, we're going to see the total module area is 236,120. All right, and then if I look up here at the trackers, the number of trackers is 2460. The number of PV collectors is 2460. So everything looks to be lined up perfectly due to the import. Now I'm going to run the prediction. Prediction is complete, so now we're going to view our energy results. All right, notice the plant net energy is 111.85 gigawatt hours. So let's go back over to our PVsyst yield report, and you can see our energy production is lined up pretty well, 118246. So very close. Our specific yield is 2281. And our performance ratio is 74.75, 74.91, so almost exactly right on point. So From there, you could start analyzing things like loss factors and whatnot, but as you can see, the import works pretty well and you get very good alignment between PVsyst and PlantPredict. I hope you enjoy this and give it a try. We'd like to hear your feedback, both good and bad, so if things go well for you, please let us know. Or if you run into any issues, we would also like to know that as well. Thank you and have a good day.